Hello and welcome back to Stop and Go F1 for this, our 2024 Formula 1 Liveries Ranked video, where we will rank every livery from worst to best. And I want to say at this point, I actually don't think any of these liveries are necessarily bad. There isn't any ones that I look at and go, that is horrible. But there are some that are definitely better than the others. So I'll get into all of them right now. Just remember, it's just my opinion. It doesn't matter. And you're welcome to share your opinions in the comments down below. So let's get started with number 10. Alpine. Now, this is just a carbon fibre Formula 1 car with some companies' logos on it. It was actually made a lot worse by the fact that they revealed it right next to their WEC car, which was actually painted and had a good design. And if you look at the front wing or the rear wing, you can see how little paint they actually want to use, because they have like the smallest amount of colour around the BWT logo as possible, then they go right back to carbon fibre. On top of this, they had the audacity to launch a second F1 livery which looked basically the same as the first. So Alpine get 10th and last for me in the liveries ranked video. Number 9, Haas. Now here's another livery which is massively weight saving intended, lots of carbon fibre on this one, but it does still resemble an actual Haas. The colours are there, kind of. The design is still kind of the same as last time. And the logo looks pretty good on the side pod as well. So it's not great, but yeah, fine. Number 8, Williams. Now I've seen a lot of people put Williams in the same category of weight saving as others like Alpine, Haas or Stake F1 Team Kick Sauber. And I don't really understand that because it does look like there's actually a lot of paint on this car. The issue with it is it's just a bit boring. There are obviously very nice parts of the car, like the return of the Duracell airbox. There's the red and white pinstripes around the nose of the car, the Frank Williams tribute on the engine cover, and who can forget the Frank Williams Academy Memorial rear light. But yeah, overall, this doesn't really do anything for me. It's just fine. Number 7, Stake F1 Team Kick Sauber. Now this is another weight-saving livery, but I have it higher than the rest and higher than the Williams because that green is lovely. This car's going to massively stand out from the crowd amongst the grid this year. I love the front of the car, it looks really good, but it does get minus points because I just don't understand the design towards the back. With those steps on the side, it looks like a staircase that you can climb to get to the top of the car. I mean, it just doesn't look very aerodynamic, it doesn't look good, I don't get it. But apart from that, all very good. Number 6, Aston Martin. Now, I've said before here on the channel my controversial opinion that I don't really like the Aston green. And, you know, people don't seem to like that opinion, but it's the one I have, and it could be worse. A friend of mine doesn't like Ferrari red, so we can dissect that another day. This is the third iteration of basically the same livery for Aston. There is some weight saving here and there, but the way they've done it is actually really clever. So the side of the side pod is painted, and the top of the bottom isn't. So when the car is seen on TV cameras, it still looks like the entire car is actually painted. Very clever from Aston. 5th, Red Bull. Speaking of not changing anything, here is Red Bull. But I guess that Red Bull get a lot of flack for not changing their livery, but I don't think they have to. They've created a modern classic livery here. I like it, it's fine. I do wish the blue that they used was brighter, because in some photos I saw it looked like it was a black car. So why are you painting the entire car? You can save the weight to paint the entire car, but you're painting it a really dark colour. Why not have it a brighter blue? But apart from that, it's fine, and it's just another iteration of the same Red Bull livery. Number 4, Mercedes. Mercedes have actually gone for something really interesting here with their livery concept that could have easily turned into just a huge mess. They've made a mashup of the silver and black livery, but it works really well and looks really good. It's also quite a fitting tribute to Lewis Hamilton, as it's his final Mercedes car, mixing up with the silver Mercedes from the start of his Mercedes career and the black Mercedes of the end of his Mercedes career. I don't think it was a tribute on purpose, because I don't think they knew that he was leaving when this livery was conceived, but still, it's a good one all the same. Number 3, McLaren. We've had a long time to look at this one, as they surprised us very early with it, and I like it a lot. Like I said when it first came out, it's a tribute to the past whilst looking forward to the future. The outline is the classic Marlboro McLarens, but now in orange and black rather than red and white. The numbers are in chrome to pay tribute to the chrome McLarens. Overall, a very nice looking car. Number 2, Racing Bulls. When this came out, I thought it was going to be absolutely impossible to beat. Big bright colours, there's the chrome on the logo of the Visa and the bull. Much like a baby having keys shook in front of their face, I am thoroughly entertained by this. This is the type of livery that a load of F1 fans have been crying out for over the past few years, of all these carbon fibre liveries. To have this on the grid I think is great. Just a beautiful bright car that will look fantastic everywhere. And number 1. There was only ever going to be one number 1, and it's the Ferrari. Now, we are yet to see this car in a race, but I already think it might be a classic. It's paying tribute to the Le Mans car of last year, and it's just beautiful. Now, it has got a few weight-saving techniques, but it uses an idea similar to the one of the Aston side pod, where from a TV angle, it looks like the entire car is painted. And I mean, look at the red wheels! Every time I look at this car, I find another bit of it that I love. And I look forward to seeing this car on the track as soon as possible, hopefully towards the front. So there you go, there is my liveries ranked for this year. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll be back next week for all things testing. I'll see you then. Goodbye.